something to work off of. Looks like round one is about to get underway. Adimka has a sniper. Icons has one for Endpoint. Endpoint are starting on that Axis side that we were talking about. So they are the ones that could get off to a strong start. Or if they go behind early on, that will be an issue for them. We are going to head into the action. Icons already taking a lot of damage there, actually. Down rather low on health. Will decide to fall back. Dimka with his sniper is just sitting on the other side. He nearly gets the chance for an opening, but it's Chet who does a bit of damage. Still no kills coming in as of yet, and oh, there it is. Kozja gets up close for the first. Trade looking to come in. Kozja dishing out some damage, but nothing too much just yet. So a 1-for-1 start, but you can see the trades continue to come in. It's Avenue who get the man advantage, and the B site is pretty open right now. It's only Sus trying to hold it off. Quirks could pick him off here. This would be the round almost guaranteed, and that smoke might allow the push to come to the site without any contest.
Indeed. As Sus is moving towards upper B, he's got there just in time. Might be able to deny the plant, but actually Quirks has already crossed over. He's spotted him out. Crown 98k now. They know that it's in upper. They're not going to want to peek this at all. We've seen what it can do in the previous game where we nearly had a 1v3 clutch in a matter of seconds with it. And so we're going to see Avenue playing pretty passive on the side. They're going to make the push come out. It's going to be Instructed picking up one. He's good for a second. Surely, no, he's not. The sniper coming in, taking him out. But it doesn't matter all too much because the last player alive is Saint Six. Going to go for the ballsy defuse. If he had gotten that, I probably would just leave. Get out of here. 3 men left alive. They will shut him down on the site. And looking pretty good as Avenue start off their allied side with 1 round. They're looking to string up some advantages here. If they can get some good rounds moving into the next half, Endpoint could be at a real big disadvantage. I mean, the Axis side of Avenue was pretty strong last time, and once again we're hitting a spec bug, but that is only happening in the first round. I really don't know why. After the first round, the game seems to be completely fine. But we'll be going to a little bit of a radio cast for just a few seconds. We'll be back in shortly. Hopefully no kills going in. In the meantime, seems like they're moving over towards the B site, and Sus picking up the first kill.
Yeah, on the hold, he's going to get one. Icons also finds another with his sniper. So Endpoint get the start they were looking for. A couple of kills without a response just yet. Icons still holding with this sniper, but not going to spot anyone out. Avenue are trying to line up this B play, but the bomb has been dropped, and Fancy gets another headshot through. Oh, Fancy actually gets a second there, doing the damage with the STG, and Adimka will fall pretty easily. So there we go, a convincing round win for Endpoint. They don't lose a single player, and that is going to be their first round on the board. 1-1 as we get the back and forth start to the half, as we have seen oh so often throughout this tournament.
Indeed, 1-for-1. It's become, I've said it too often, this is looking like it's going to be a close game. But, I mean, it's better than
it's a bit early to say that for sure. We'll
I think, judging on the previous map, we're just having rounds going back and forth at the moment. They're coming down. I don't think we're going to have many convincing rounds coming out based on the performance of both teams on this map previously, and indeed the previous map of Derail. Oh, a tag from Icons. Not going to be able to follow it up, though, as Instructor is going to play a pretty passive up against the box on Broken Wall. And looking like it's going to be a little bit of a slow round, kind of waiting for the Instructor has to make a play here. He's trapped. Chet tries to help him out, but falls, and now Instructor in an even worse position. So he's just going to be stuck at that Broken Wall, being watched by 2. Meanwhile, Kostya's actually gotten very close to a house with that SMG card. Moving into the lower part of it, but he's going to be peeked by Icons in just a second. Icons not going to land that shot. He pushes up, but the shotgun is going to find him, and Saint Six eliminates him. Luke not managing to get that kill from Connector either. Once again, missing that shot. It's all going to be Instructor, I think. He's the pivotal player here. Good position being held by Quirks as well, but he's going to have to win the fight in market as Instructor has fallen. So does Quirks. It's all on Adimka. That sniper card has to find 5 kills. It is possible, but with 22 seconds, questionable as to whether he'll be able to pull this off or not.
Yeah, there's pretty much no chance at this point. He's just going to look to hold on to this sniper card, but even that doesn't seem all that likely because they are already pushing in towards his position. He's going to be enclosed from all angles, but also there's a lot of time after the time runs out that Adimka has to try and survive for. There we go, the time does run out, and Adimka not going to get that shot through. Tries to fall back, there's a player up here, he switches it out. Oh, the knife comes in from J Money. just to add a little bit of swagger to the kill. He's going to give Endpoint the slightest of leads, 2-1. But Avenue, I mean, that round they just kind of lost a couple of opening fights. It seems like, again, as you were saying, a lot of the time those opening kills really make a massive difference. So we'll see if that has an impact here again, because you can certainly see those sniper battles on Coastal to start the round. Adimka is going to have one for the Avenue side of things, as does Icons for Endpoint. Doesn't look like we're going to see them fight, though, as it's actually a nade kill to start things off. Fancy taking down Kozjet. So that's a good start for Endpoint there. They get the first kill through. I nearly said Avenue. Nearly.
You nearly did.
I saved it.
You did. You did. I don't think anybody noticed.
No one noticed until I pointed it out, obviously.
Oh, the shot being missed by Sus initially follows it up rather with a successful hit. He is being pushed in the back here. And control of the B site now. Transfers over to Avenue. All three of their players there, though, they're going to box in. Adimka is towards the back of B, though, with that sniper rifle. He'll be able to do a little bit of damage once that smoke fades. But in the meantime, Quirk's in a very bad position on the site. He's going to get shut out by Sus. He's going to be able to push out on the side and grab another kill. An excellent round by Sus. And the angle almost kept by Adimka, but he's not quite going to get there. And with the bomb defuse coming in, it looks like this is going to be a save situation for Adimka yet again. Finding himself here far too often. He can't really lose the sniper card at this point, but he's being chased down by the shotgun. He's going to lose it. And now, very bad for Avenue. They're not going to have a lot of snipers left. Only the one card. Adimka going to pick it up, and he really can't lose this at this point. For the allies, the sniper is so essential. It allows you to get a good pick over towards the B site. You can look all the way down B lane and challenge the players there. As they're rotating in, of course, you've got a good advantage to get a quick pick. Of course, that round of smoke did come down, which avoided the fight for Adimka. But also, you can't really challenge mid all too easily without the card. And there it goes. They will, of course, go straight over and save that, which will guarantee it comes through to the next round at least.
Yeah, Instructor even picking that sniper up, seeing if he can get anything done with it. But Icons trying to see if he can find this angle. The smoke will deny his vision. So the push from Avenue comes towards the B site. They're making their way forwards, but Sus has already found the initial kill on the hold. So Avenue again lose these opening trades. Endpoint just coming out on top in these one-on-one fights that are making the difference, especially as J-Money also chimes in. Everyone from Endpoint coming through with the frags they need. One apiece. J-Money finally doubles down, and Fancy comes through for the final frag. So Endpoint starting to look fairly dominant here. A 4-1 lead. We've seen a fair few of these first halves be close so far. This time Endpoint looking to change that. They've already got a pretty considerable lead. And remember, we saw these teams play this map in the group. That time Endpoint did win. It was 13-10 in the end. Maybe this time they can take it more convincingly if they can keep this up, because Avenue don't even really look like they're competing in these rounds. They're barely finding any kills.
Yeah, that is true, but Adimka's not been able to do too much with that sniper card, and I think if he can start picking it up a little bit, getting those opening frags, I think that's been the main thing that's been lacking for Avenue, which is yet again coming in as Icons and Saint Six find themselves picks. Quirks is going to trade one back with that nade, but it's not going to be good enough because there's still a man down. And the bomb over towards the A side B completely open. And I don't think they're really going to have a chance to get over to there.
Yeah, I think you can kind of see Avenue maybe not as prepared for this map. They're continually getting picked off, maybe not knowing exactly how the angles are going to play out, which fights are going to favor them, because consistently Endpoint taking these battles in towards mid and winning them. As Kozja gets chunked down low, the pistol finishes him off. And Quirk's the only man left alive again. Very consistent round wins for Endpoint here, convincing as well, considering it's a 1v4 for Quirks to try and pull back. Well, a lot of damage done, but Icons survives, and Quirks will be taken down in the end by Icons. So a 5-1 lead. This is starting to get a little bit worrying for the Allies, not only because they're falling behind, they're 4 rounds behind now, but just the fashion of the rounds. They've been so convincing, so dominant from the Endpoint side.
Absolutely. The scoreline not too bad. It's certainly a recoverable position, but not if they're going to be leaving Endpoint with 4 players left alive. They're only really managing to get 5-for-1 trades, which is less than optimal. And I think the real thing here is that Avenue are trying to figure out exactly how this is being played by Endpoint. They're managing to get the superior angles pretty consistently, and now moving over towards the B side, they might actually have some success here. It is only Sus at the moment holding this, and if they move fast enough, they'll find a free site. Actually, Sus is going to be able to rotate around. He's been getting this kill towards the arch pretty consistently. They need to push in. Indeed they do, and that's going to be one pick coming in straight away. One player towards upper. It's going to be Fancy, as he's going to be looking to deny this plant, although he can't actually, because the positions of Avenue just too good. They seem to have figured it out now. Last round there were 4 players over towards A at the start of the round. This time they go fast towards B, and it's looking good for them as we start off anyways. J Money over towards the connector area. A broken wall, looking for kills. It's going to be, oh my god, 2 kills coming in very fast, but it's going to be a Dimka trading it out. A 3 versus 3, lots of time to be played with. And oh my god, J Money, what a play from him. Now it's all going to be on Quirks. He's got to find 2 kills here. The defuse could be coming in. He doesn't know if it's a stick or not, unless he saw Saint 6 moving. Look at this spam. He's not taking down the diffuser just yet. Oh, what a play with the pistol. I haven't seen long range kills like that coming in just yet. And a great round for Avenue to win. Maybe should have been a little bit more convincing in their favor. They got control of that site and the bomb down in a 5 versus 4. And the kills just coming in very quickly on Endpoint as they just rush into the site, claiming kills left, right, and center. And to be honest, I think that should have been an Endpoint round.
Got to give credit to Crooks, though. He managed to clutch it out with the pistol. And, I mean, it didn't exactly feel convincing, though, as you were saying. That's not exactly a repeatable round. I don't think you're going to rely on that pistol to win every single time.
Absolutely.
But they get the round win. That's the main thing that they were looking for. And again, Adimka on this very same position. We've seen him pretty consistently push here, and oh, he gets the chance. Oh, it's a double nade from Fancy, though, to open things up. We've seen Avenue pretty consistently go towards B. The nade comes back into his face, this time from Quirks. So 2 for 1 thanks to those nades, but Sus manages to bring it back into a man advantage, or a 2-man advantage, sorry, for Endpoint. Bomb plant can't come in because J Money is still contesting the site. You can see Kosgel trying to lock down this position, but that won't be happening. So in this 2 versus 4, Avenue just hoping that Endpoint make a mistake. But right now, Endpoint are sitting back and not being too worried, especially as now Sus gets them both from behind. A triple kill comes in from him, and whenever Endpoint win, it's pretty convincing. We've seen a lot of times as well, Avenue keep on trying to go towards B. I don't think they've tried to hit A site once yet. Maybe in the first round or something.
Went towards Coast one round, I believe.
Yeah.
Could be wrong on that, though. Yeah, no, but I certainly agree. They're kind of becoming a little bit repetitive, very easy to read. We saw 4-man stacks over towards A because they kept going towards the kind of middle area. Easy picks there for Endpoint. As they shut down the B push now.
Endpoint are stacking A this time, though.
Indeed they are. I suppose they expect, as B didn't go well last time, they'll be taking mid and A control. Indeed, they would be correct, but a good kill from Chet. That's going to open the round up even more in favor of Avenue, as it's a 5 versus 3. They just need to play this together. Don't give away those individual picks. Chet in a dangerous position here. There's 3 different angles of players that could peek him, and it's actually going to be J Money taking a kill onto a Dimka to start this off for Endpoint, but one more player falling. It's making it a little bit more difficult. Chet has been taken down by Fancy now. 3 versus 2. Things are going to get a little bit more complicated for Endpoint as the bomb goes over towards A, and the plan will go down there. Ooh, Saint 6 getting taken out as well. Not looking too good. Fancy, the last player alive, has to find himself a 4K in order to win this round and bring it to 7-2. It's looking like it will be 6-3 as the allies on Avenue looking pretty convincing. In a great position for Kosjay, catching Fancy off guard. And they will bring it to 6-3. They really need to start picking up rounds, though, at least. Be hoping to see them on 5 rounds. Hoping to see Avenue on 5 rounds, that is, by the end of the half, at least. They still have the potential to bring this to 6-6, as the score, of course, being 6-3. But if Endpoint pick up another round, they will be guaranteed to at least win their Axis side. And that'll be one step closer to bringing this to the 3rd map of Liberation.
Yeah, Avenue are also out of sniper cards, and again, Fancy, isn't that the same nade? No, this time, yeah, it is actually, over towards B, right? I'm pretty sure that's a pretty similar nade, at least. I mean, Avenue have been going towards that B site really often, so if Fancy can continue to get those nades on point, that's going to be an easy round for Endpoint, especially as another kill comes through, this time for Icons. And that's with the sniper that the opponents don't have the option for. It's just domination again. There we go, Quirks finally gets the first kill for the Allies side. But in a 1 versus 4, he's not going to have any realistic chance at the round win. Rotate's already coming in. He also doesn't even have the bomb, so he's got to get this kill first. Ooh, there we go. J Money fighting alone. So Quirks gets at least 1 kill. It still doesn't seem too likely, as he's got 3 more to find. And with 43 seconds left, he has to try and get towards the bomb. That's the problem. He's going to try and push forwards here, but on the other side, Saint and Icons both holding the crossfire. Icons is going to go for the peek. Ooh, the timing. I think Quirks has spotted him out, but Icons so quick on the trigger. Quirks cannot react in time, and there it is, another round win for Endpoint. 7-3 now. Starting to get a little bit out of control, and, well, at this rate, this could very well be going to a 3rd map.
Fancy a nade. Wow. Lem 25, that's okay. Yeah, fancy a nade? Or 2? Yeah, fancy. I think we were saying it previously that he pretty much always turns up with the grenades. He seems to have incredible knowledge of what works and what doesn't, and indeed it probably shouldn't work twice in a row. Right, nade coming up outside B. We've just seen how he throws it, but it's not going to find anyone this time, surely. Icons taking the first kill. It's in favor of Endpoint, and a second one. Great shot by Icons. 5v2 now. Things looking very good for Endpoint, as again it's going to be a 1 versus 5, and like we said before, every time Endpoint win a round, it's very convincing. Whereas, as you said, Hawk, the Avenue wins don't really seem repeatable.
Yeah, a couple of the individuals stepping up. I think that's generally been the case for Avenue, though. I think that's why they've had a much better time of things on their Axis side. They've got the individual players, but I mean, again, they said they're not a mixed team, but they're certainly, you know, a team that relies on the individual skill more. And I think on the Axis side of things, that's a lot easier to work with. You don't have to go for the sort of pushes. You can still go for aggression as well on the Axis side. It's just that you kind of get to control the fights a little bit more if you want to either hold back or go for the push. And holding the angles, it just seems they're a lot easier at. Either way, here we go. Icon's going to be jumping up, but it's Saint with the shotgun to get the first, and he will fall back, happily giving his team the man advantage. No need to risk sticking around. Quirks is going to be pushing up all the way through Coastal to try and get something back into the round, and it's already trades coming back and forth into a 4v3. You can see Chet up towards this tree position, a pretty good spot to play to try and peek in towards mid, and Icons has been spotted, but he's only taken down to 30 HP, but there goes Quirks pouncing on that information. Manages to take Icons down, and that brings us back into a very, very winnable position. A 3v3 for Avenue, and with 52 seconds left to work with, they got plenty of time, and now the man advantage.
44 seconds left, the ball being picked up as well. We're going to see Avenue moving over towards the middle area, but they are being pushed in the back by Fancy. They've noticed that he's stuck close to these. Oh, they haven't noticed he's... Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Fancy going for 1, going for 2, and he's going in for this 3rd with the pistol, and he gets it. What a round. What a round. That was clearly an Avenue round. Like you said, a lot of time. They have the bomb. They actually spotted out Fancy, and they knew that he was close. They obviously assumed he fell back towards the site, but Fancy just lying down at that market stall, biding his time, pushes out at just the right time. Somebody jumps by him, and he didn't go for a knife. Probably would have lost it if he got a knife there. An absolutely incredible round to come in for Endpoint. That was pretty much lost at that point. And now 9-3 as they move on to their allied side. They need 4 rounds, and that's going to be easy for Endpoint. Clearly why they chose this map. Let's see if Avenue can manage to have a practically flawless side. Not looking too good as J Money picks up the first kill with that M1 Grand.
And there goes Quirks as well with that STG, getting a 1 back. So just a 1-for-1 trade on opposite sides of the map into this 4 versus 4. Endpoint are going to be trying to group up around that B bomb site. There is a stack here from Avenue though. Quirks and Instructor as well as Chet now rotating over towards B. This could be a problematic push. Already the first kill coming in for Quirks. He's just sitting behind the statue, but he also has players behind him ready to back him up. It is going to be Quirks, though, just waiting patiently. There's no push coming in. Endpoint still a little bit unsure as to whether they want to go for this push forwards. They're just going to take their time to see if they can spot the player onto the statue, who is still peeking. The Quirks does eventually go down, and there's no chance for the trade because he peeked pretty aggressively. Chet is also low on health as the push comes in. He doesn't get that frag through. So Endpoint open things up. It's back into a 2v2 thanks to the trade from Instructor, but he doesn't get that second shot in. J Money gets his third before eventually Adimka finds the trade. A 1v1 with 15 seconds left. Fancy has to try and get the bomb down. Not going to happen. Fake plant again. Adimka goes for the push, misses the shot. Spray comes in. Oh, the 1 versus 1. Whew, very, very close, but the Axis get that round.
This is absolutely insane. Coming down to a 1 versus 1, jumping around, swinging his mouse like a madman, and taking the knife. The mic literally can't handle the hype.
Oof, Fancy down to 8 HP there. That's a little bit worrying. But it's Fancy to get the first nade kill again, so never mind.
Indeed.
I was wrong.
So I get man advantage towards the allies, an advanced position being taken here over towards B by Quirks, who's going to be sitting in a very good position. It's Kostya that gets the first kill. But look at Quirks' position under that window. Jeez, if he peeks up here, he's going to find 2 people looking at him. He's been spotted out now. Just needs to fall back. Can't give away this easy kill. It is only a window that they've got to hold, and a very linear angle for them to hold on to.
Wow, Endpoint going to slow things down. They can decide when they want to push, but as the peek comes in, it's sus to sideline Kozje. That gives Endpoint the man advantage on the round. And Avenue don't have anyone on the A site proper. They just have players in towards mid, and Sus gets a second. Beautifully done as he peeks out and continues to push up to the tank. Chet gives away his position as well, so they might be aware A is likely to be fairly open. They are going to push towards that A site, and it's all up to Chet. They know where he is. Bomb's going to go down. Chet spotted out. The shotgun doesn't do the damage, but in comes the frag from Fancy instead. So Endpoint get up to double digits. Just 2 rounds away here. Looking good for the Endpoint lineup, and yeah, just a really convincing map right now in their favor. You can see, taking a look at the scoreboard, Fancy leading the way. Those nades have been so valuable, but again,
Indeed.
The rest of the players also stepping up.
Yeah, absolutely. 10-4 now the score. It's looking very good for Endpoint at this point. Endpoint at this point. I should avoid saying point so much. The sniper shot coming in. No kill. It is going to be Chet picking up the kill with the assist of Adimka on that sniper after getting the tag. Pushing up Coastal are the allies. Looking for any kind of aggression towards A. They're going to get very close, actually. The player just pushed down in the tank. That could be bad, but it's going to be Kostya there with that shotgun, picking up a kill. Nice and easy. All 3 allies located towards the coast. And they should be pretty well trapped in at this point, although Chet is holding that push so that Kostya doesn't have to peek out, and he'll have advanced information when they attempt to push up to him. There's a sniper card sitting right outside A. Nobody going to save it just yet. With a lot of patience on the Avenue side. They don't want to risk going for that sniper card. And a very slow round by the allies. I guess they're trying to keep Endpoint, or they're trying to keep Avenue, sorry, guessing as to where they are. They don't really have any information anymore. But J Money pushing up. Is he going to check this broken wall angle? No, he's not. He's going to get shot in the back as Endpoint now push around towards the B site. 1 kill picked up by Fancy, and that actually completely opens up the site. The plant is going to come down here, and it's only going to be Instructor, Kostya, and Chet attempting to take down Fancy and Sus, 2 of the star players, but Sus missing that shot. That is heartbreaking to see. Second shot not going to land, and now he's being watched pretty heavily. Oh no. But with the Grand, he'll be able to find 1 hit, and there's the second. They're going to have to push in fast to try and isolate Fancy here before Sus can help. But Sus is on the case already. Find himself 1 and 2, and he's going for the 3rd. There it is. A 3K from Sus to bring them the 11th round. Endpoint that much closer to victory. And it's starting to look or continuing to look like, we're going to see the third map of Liberation coming out. And I think I favour Endpoint coming into map number 3, especially as they'll have just won this map. They'll be a little bit hyped coming into it.
Yeah, Avenue in that round as well. They had Quirks pretty far pushed out through B, so they thought they could leave him alone there and stack towards A. As soon as Quirks goes down, though, as you said, the site was completely opened up. I think that was a 2v4 turned back around in the end as Endpoint get their 11th round together. And as you were saying, yeah, looking pretty good for Endpoint into this one, especially with the momentum. Oh, Fancy, 1 HP. All calculated, of course, surviving from that nade early on. I mean, Fancy's the nade god, so obviously...
Oh, he knows what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
He knows exactly how to survive those situations. Pushing up close here in the house. Nothing going to come from it, though. Quirks lighting up the players in there, but not going to be able to follow up the kill. And Icon's going to catch him on the cross as he was standing on top of the barrels. A very ballsy play. It's not going to matter too much as the site control is now in favour of the allies. The pick comes in from Chet, though, bringing it to a 4v4. That's a little bit more favourable. And Fancy going to be looking for the kill. Not finding it though. Instructor just about managing to stay alive with that Car 98K. Sus peeking him with the sniper. Not going to be good enough for it though. And now his position known. Instructor's going to be holding that. Sus has to be careful here. Nobody wants to give away that first pick, but it's going to be Saint 6 with 2. And it's looking very good for Endpoint right now, but Instructor pushing into the side. He's going to be able to pick up 1, but not good for the second. And Adimka losing that sniper card, and I think that's the last sniper gone now for Avenue. We'll see as the round ends officially. No, it's not. They still have 3 left.
3 left, mate.
I literally couldn't be more wrong.
I mean, yeah, I think it's probably because Adimka's been dying pretty far back a lot of the time.
Yeah,
so
that's
I guess
very
they can
true,
just save it.
I didn't notice them saving the cards previously, but they must have been taking them. And now match point. As we're going to see Endpoint
on the end point.
On the end point, exactly.
That's awful.
The end point for this map, not the end point for the match. Or the game, I should say. Isn't the game?
I'd say yeah, game is like the I'd say game is like the map. I'm thinking of it like tennis, but who knows?
Yeah, game set match. Okay. So game point. Oh no, that sounds very final though. That's game point. It's over.
Just say map point.
Yeah, map point. Yeah, let's stick with map point.
Good.
Anyways, end point on map point. And a one-man disadvantage as we're going to see Avenue picking up an early kill. I didn't even notice the kill coming in. But Icons really doesn't like that. Oh, he's trying to get up on top of the market stall, and he's angry that it's not working out for him.
Yeah.
I was wondering why he was knifing it. Man advantage. 50 seconds left. I mean, this is an incredibly slow round. Avenue not really up too much. Just holding off their advantage at this point. But they're going to allow a very close push to come in. It's all going to be on Kostya to hold down the A site. He hasn't even got a shotgun this time. He's going for an MP40. He spotted out Icons towards Broken Wall. That information inevitably coming in. And that's going to indicate that it's either a B split or an A push. Only the one player spotted, so they may potentially think it's going to be an A push. And they would be right as Kostya going to pick up 1. Picking up 2! Almost good for the 3rd, but not quite. The rotation has already come in, but J Money. Look at that play. Oh! Are you... Instructor, what are you doing, man? I've broken the mic again. This game is just crazy. It's all going to be on Icons now. It's that wallbang headshot found. He's going to be saving this sniper card and bringing it into the next round. Whew.
Not a bad shot.
What a shot by Instructor. Absolutely insane. Perfectly timed as well. I think he only fired like 4 bullets through and landed the headshot.
Yeah. The players in chat are loving it as well.
What did he even bang?
Yeah, they're confused.
Yeah, of course, you can bang everything that's wooden pretty much. All along the A side, all those wooden windows are completely wall-bangable.
Well, heading into round number 18. Again, we'll see these nades come forth from both sides. We're just holding back in that round. That's how they got that round win. But we are going to see Chet get aggressive off the back of those smokes up on the broken wall. Going to see what he can do. He hasn't spotted anyone out, but he's in a very advanced position. Could get interesting for Chet. Endpoint heavily leaning towards B. It's only Icons that is not with the rest of his team. We are seeing Adimka with that sniper rotate over as well. Avenue have a heavy B stack in play here. So this is looking pretty good for their chances. Instructor taking the first fight. Oh, it's actually Saint to win that one with the shotgun. So Instructor going to go down first. push should continue towards that B bomb site, and it will be a little bit easier now. Adimka still holding back alongside Chet. Damage being done, but still no kills. There we go. Endpoint open it up easily. Kozjet and Icons are going to try and rotate over, but that will not be happening. And this one looks like it's pretty much done. It is done.
Indeed.
The kills happened so quickly, I didn't even notice.
It looks like it's done because it is done.
Yeah, that's why.
Allies victory. This time the game is over, and Endpoint claiming the victory on map number 2. Their pick of Coastal. They're now going to be moving on to Liberation, which I think both teams are pretty strong on, but I've got to give my favor to Endpoint. They have lost one map throughout this entire tournament. That is absolutely incredible. And maybe they're going to double that.
Indeed. Well,
who knows?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty fair to say that Endpoint are going to be favourites heading into this one. Not only because they haven't lost a map before this, but just winning their own map pick in such dominant fashion certainly is a good sign. Especially considering, I mean, they played this map yesterday and it was so close. Endpoint, you know, in the past they've been taking a few closer wins back in the group stages. That one looking a lot more convincing. And yeah, heading into Liberation, I mean, it's meant to be the middle grounds for both teams. I mean, Avenue will have a time to reset here, so, you know, they can say to themselves the same thing. You know, they can just reset. It's all down to this last map. I mean, it's almost like a best of one at this point, right? It's down to the decider, but they can certainly, if they get off to a good start, do well. I think starting on the Axis side would be the main thing for Avenue, though. They seem so much better on that Axis side.